Senate Democrats had better be ready to go public with their blatant disregard for Americans hurting and now day 23 of the federal government shutdown. That's because Republicans are about to force a vote today to allow paychecks to continue for America's essential workers. The money flow is grinding to a halt now deep into the shutdown. So will Democrats then vote against that? It will be for the world to see if and when they do. And we're talking about active duty military men and women, air traffic controllers, some of their support staff, technicians and engineers, law enforcement, you know, the people who keep us safe. Senator John Fetterman is calling out his fellow colleagues who keep voting to keep the government closed. They did it for a 12th time yesterday.
I'm always going to vote country over my party. And if I pay a price within my base, you know, that's something I'm willing to do. I'm not afraid to tell my truth. And if I'm going to pay a penalty, I'm not afraid of that. It's wrong to shut our government down.
Republicans are going after what they call cold-blooded politics. You often hear me say politics is a blood sport. I'm not kidding. They say Democrats are using American families as pawns. House Minority Whip Katherine Clark laid out the Democrats' strategy to our own Chad Pergram. Watch this.
Shutdowns are terrible, and of course there will be, you know, families that are going to suffer. We take that responsibility very seriously, but it is one of the few leverage times we have.
Leverage. Suffering becomes your leverage. White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt posted this. The Democrats are admitting they are intentionally causing American families to suffer with their reckless government shutdown. What is wrong with them? The White House Rapid Response Team keeping it simple with these people are sick. Marsha Blackburn, Republican senator of the great state of Tennessee. She sits on the Finance and Judiciary committees and is a candidate for governor of her state. Your just first top-line reaction to where we are as you get ready for that vote to try to keep the money flowing for the people who keep us safe.
Harris, they should be standing with the people that they are elected to represent. But they're not doing that because they're trying to play politics. And the Schumer shutdown is something that they have worked on engineering for months. They want this. They wanted the No Kings rallies. They wanted to go out there and say Donald Trump is bad. They're consumed with Trump derangement syndrome. But once again, the Democrats are on the wrong side of the issue. The American people want the government open. They do not want this shutdown. They do not want the Democrats to sit here and say, well, we're going to run it out until after the 1st of November or run it out to Thanksgiving. And they're incensed that you have people like Katherine Clark saying, oh, we know people are suffering, but you know what? It gives us leverage. They're using them as pawns, and it needs to come to a stop. They need to vote with us today. Get the government
just
open,
real quickly,
pay essential workers.
On this, Senator, forgive me, someone was talking in my ear as you were wrapping that up. I want to get this in here, though, because I don't know if the American people are hearing what they need to about where we are now. So on the House side, the leader of the Democrats wants to force a renegotiation of something that you're already looking at in the Senate, and that's a clean CR. So they want to run back the tape on this, which would cause things to have more pain and suffering and a longer time. And at the same time, the Democrats in the Senate see this as a power play. How is this going to work out?
The Democrats need to vote with us to go ahead and pay essential workers, our troops, the FAA, pay these people that are deemed essential government workers. You've got Social Security offices, Medicaid offices. Get this back in gear. But Harris, what they have wanted to do, and here's the crux of it, they've always said Obamacare was a stepping stone to government-run health care. That's where they want to get. They want to make these Biden COVID credits permanent. They took off all the income caps. People making $500,000 are getting an Obamacare subsidy. And the Democrats think if they can get more people in the marketplace. It helps them move to government control of health care. They do not want you to choose your doctor. They do not want you to choose your health care plan. They don't want you to get the health care that you need. They want to tell you where you're going to go to the doctor, the hospital, what kind of care you're going to get, and if you're going to get care at all. It is a power struggle, and they see health care for illegal aliens expanding and having a single-payer system. That's their goal. But the American people do not agree with them. They're opposed to the shutdown. The Democrats should vote with us.
But they're not listening to the American people. I mean, this is when you lay that out, I'm sure the audience in the background can hear me saying, wow. And the reason I say that is because this now is really serious. And they are not coming to the table because it benefits them. They think politically, but something will give. So we are covering. Senator, thank you for being with me. A lot of breaking news. I appreciate your time today.
You got it. Take care.
Hey everyone, I'm Emily Campagno. Catch me and my co-hosts Harris Faulkner and Kaylee McEnany on Outnumbered every weekday at 12 p.m. Eastern, or set your DVR. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page for daily highlights.